Your mental state literally affects your appearance. How you feel inside internally actually affects how you look physically. I want you guys to think of a time where you were doing everything right in your life, where you were in alignment with yourself, you were hitting all your goals, you were happy, you were waking up early in the morning, stacking money. How did you look in the mirror in your reflection? Now I want you to think about how you looked when you were at your lowest point, when you were depressed, when you were doing bad things, bad habits, when you were doing things that you knew you shouldn't be doing, that was not in alignment with your highest purpose. How did you look? How did your appearance look in the mirror, in pictures? You'll see that when you're in alignment with yourself, when you're in alignment with your highest self, you're literally glowing. And people can see it too. People can see the glow coming off of you. And same thing, when you're enshrouded in darkness, when your mind is encapsulated in darkness, when you're doing bad things, when you're doing things that you know you shouldn't do, when you are doing bad habits and you are not putting in the work, you'll literally have a dark cloud surrounding you and your appearance will fade. You will be the opposite of glowing. You will be repelling. You will be repelling light rather than expelling light. So I'll never forget this. One of my ex-best friends, his name was Jason. This guy was a good guy, but he was always struggling with some internal or mental stuff. He was addicted to porn. He was addicted to smoking weed. He was addicted to video games. He was a good-looking guy. He was athletic. He was funny. He was smart. But this guy could not escape his demons. He could not escape his bad habits. In his appearance, you could literally see how dark he was. You could literally see the dark energy surrounding him. Not like literally see it, but you know what I mean. Like you see someone at the store and you can tell that this person is just dark, that they have darkness surrounding them, and not in a good way. Like this guy's battling some demons, or he has an addiction or something. Well, me and Jason were hanging out one day, and I tried for a long time to help this dude. I gave him advice because I was in the same spot. I was literally in the same spot as him. I was like 4 years ago, 5 years ago, I was addicted to porn. I was smoking weed daily. I was drinking alcohol. I was doing all sorts of bad shit. I was playing video games all the time. I was broke. I had no women in my life. I was literally surrounded by darkness and ignorance. And so when I started cutting out bad habits in my life, when I started aligning myself with my highest purpose, with self-mastery, with self-improvement, my appearance started changing. Like I have pictures where I literally look like a different human being. And I'll never forget this moment. Me and Jason, we would run together, and this was like at the peak. This was at the peak of my good habits. I remember there was a point where I had reached a peak in my good habits in my life and in my alignment with myself. I was putting in the work. I was doing keto. I was had not done any substances, no doom scrolling, nothing. I was working every day. I was staying busy. I was constantly on an upwards trajectory. And I'll never forget what he said. I remember I sat down and I was giving him some advice, and he literally came to me. He said, "Bro, I want to quit the porn. I want to quit the weed. I want to quit the games. My whole life is fucking up." Like that's why I loved Jason. That's why I liked this guy. He was doing bad shit, but he was self-aware enough to admit that his life was going down the shitter from these bad habits. And he came to me looking for advice. But I'll never forget this. I was telling him how I quit the porn, how I quit the weed, how I quit the addictions. And he said, "Bro, like I can see it in you." He said, "You're literally glowing." I'll never forget when he said that. He said, "You're literally glowing." And I have pictures of myself from that time. I have some photos that I found from that period. And it's true, like I'm literally glowing in those photos. My eyes are so bright, full of life. My skin is literally radiating like a warmth. Like you could just tell in my appearance, and I'm just radiating this warmth. And when I was in that period, when I was in alignment with my highest self, everything was flawless. I was attracting women without trying. I was attracting money without trying. My life was just going up and up and up and up. Well, recently, the reason I'm making this video is because I've been going through some shit. I've been going through a lot of mental battles. This year, this last couple years has been a roller coaster of up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down, right? And I'm in this constant battle with myself where I will reach that high points again, and then I will do something that causes me to go back down in my vibration. And recently, I have had an amazing opportunity. I'm living in Vietnam. I'm literally in Asia right now. I'm in Vietnam. I have an online business. But my energy, I just got here to another country. But at the same time, I should be the happiest I've ever been in my life. Like, I'm at this high point. But in fact, I'm actually not happy. I'm not feeling like I'm in alignment with myself, which has caused my appearance to turn dark, and I've noticed it. I've been repelling money. I've been repelling women. I've been repelling friendship. I've literally had a dark energy since I landed here. Why? I don't know. That's for me to find out. This is a test from the universe. But everything is internal. I've literally been learning that from my mentor recently. And I literally have seen it firsthand so much throughout my life. When you are in alignment with yourself, when you're on your shit, when you will be so happy, you will feel happiness. You won't even need women. You won't even need drugs. You won't even need to hang out with your friends. You won't need alcohol. And that's the thing. When you're in complete alignment with yourself, I remember those times. I was alone. I lost a bunch of friends. I was alone most of the time when I was at my true highest point spiritually and mentally. And of course, having friends and women is not a bad thing. But I can remember I was so happy. I was literally glowing, and I didn't need any external validation. And you won't need any external validation either. Now that I've entered this dark energy state and my vibration went down, I've been seeking external validation. I'm literally being needy for money. I'm being needy for female attention. I'm not doing the things that I should be doing. I've been doing some bad habits. I've been out of alignment, which has caused me symptoms in my life, which has caused me negative symptoms. And something I learned recently was when you feel bad mentally, physically, spiritually, when you do not feel good, it's a symptom that you are out of alignment. It's literally a symptom that you are out of alignment with your highest purpose. Because when you are in alignment with your highest purpose, you do not feel those negative symptoms. Those negative symptoms, the depression, the fear, the anxiety, the lack of sleep, doing bad habits, hanging out with negative people, these are symptoms that you are not doing the things that you should be doing, that you are not following your highest consciousness. that you are not following your divine plan that has been set out for you. So when I say that if you have a dark appearance, if you are being rejected, if you are repelling opportunities, if you are repelling money, women, friendship, good friendship, you have to change your alignment. That's what I'm doing right now, making this video. This is me just being straight up and showing you, hey, I'm out of alignment. This is why I don't feel good. This is what I've seen before. I've been in alignment and I've been out of alignment. I was in alignment literally a month ago. I have a video on this channel from a month ago of how I got myself out of a bad rut. And I was literally feeling amazing at that time, and opportunities were coming my way like crazy. Everything was working out in my favor. Since I got here, I have not been putting in the work I should. I have not been putting in with my 100%. I can say that with the full honesty that I have not been giving it my 100%. And that's my problem to fix. And if I want to reach the next level of vibration, if I want to raise my vibration, I have to pass these tests. I have to get back to where I was, get back in alignment with my highest self, the God vibration. So if you've ever gone through this, leave a like, leave a comment. Leave a comment on this video if you have a question. All right? This is my new goal that I've set for the next month, for the next 30 days. I set it today, that every day to raise my vibration higher and higher and higher, and not seek external validation. So if you're on the same journey with me, like and subscribe to the channel and check out my other videos. Peace.